Good morning, students. Today we are going to start chapter number 3, that is coordinate geometry of your textbook. Okay. Now what are coordinate? To start with coordinate geometry, you first need to understand the graph. Okay. This whole chapter is based on your graph. So first need to understand the graph. The plane is called the Cartesian plane. Okay. Plane means your graph, or whether you are wherever you are drawing the lines, that is x-axis and y-axis, that is your graph. So that is your plane. The plane is called the Cartesian plane or coordinate plane. Okay, you can either say it Cartesian or coordinate plane. And the mutually perpendicular. Perpendicular means the lines which are crossing each other at 90 degree. Okay, mutually perpendicular lines are called the axis. Okay, x-axis and y-axis. Now the horizontal line, that this horizontal line is known as x-axis. This is horizontal line. Now this is your vertical line. This vertical line is known as y-axis. Okay, so here it is written horizontal line is known as x-axis and vertical line is known as y-axis. The x coordinate, okay, see in your graph you are having coordinates. Means suppose you are having a graph like this is your graph, or suppose this is your graph. So in this graph you are having points. Suppose you are having 1 2 3 4 over here, 1 2 3 4 over here. So suppose you are having 1 on x-axis and 2 on y-axis, then how you will write? You will write it in coordinate form, that is 1 comma 2. This way you have to write the point. This means this point is x and this point is y. You have to write everything in the form of coordinate. Okay, so this is your coordinate. You can denote it by px comma y. Okay, first always x and second always y. Whatever your point will be, suppose your point is 5 comma 4, so on x-axis you will take 5 and on y-axis you will take 4. This way you have to do. Now see, the x coordinate is also known as abscissa. Okay, abscissa you can say it to x coordinate. And the y coordinate is also known as ordinate. Y coordinate we can also say it as ordinate. Next, you are having this Cartesian plane. In this Cartesian plane, see, this is your origin. Okay, the point starting point of the graph is your origin, that is O. Okay, and the point of origin is 0 comma 0 always. That means x is also 0 over here and y is also 0 over here. Now this horizontal line is your x-axis and this vertical line is your y-axis. Okay, now this horizontal line and vertical line divides your Cartesian plane into 4 parts, and this 4 parts is known as quadrants. Okay, this is your first quadrant, this is your second quadrant, this is third quadrant, and this is fourth quadrant. Now what is the value of these quadrants? See, in first quadrant is formed with positive x-axis and positive y-axis. So the values of this quadrant will be positive comma positive. Whatever the value you will have, suppose you are having 2 on x-axis and 5 on y-axis, so both the values will be positive for first quadrant. And same way for second quadrant, your value will be formed by negative x-axis and positive y-axis. So your first point will be negative over here and second point is positive. Come to third. On third quadrant, your negative x-axis is there and negative y-axis is there. So the points will form as negative comma negative. Whatever your points will be, both the points will be negative over in third quadrant. Now come to fourth quadrant. Fourth quadrant consists of positive x-axis and negative y-axis. So your first point will be positive over here and second point is negative. Now point on origin, this is important. Point on origin is 0 comma 0. Only this much you have to remember in your chapter, and we are done with the chapter. Okay, if you remember these things, then you can easily understand your chapter. This is the whole concepts which are there in your chapter. The main thing is this quadrants. Okay, you must remember this positive comma positive, negative comma positive, negative comma negative, and positive comma negative. We will start our quadrant from first, that means from here, and end it to fourth quadrant, that means over here. This way you have to do. Now see, in your textbook exercise 3.1 is a theoretical exercise. I had sent you the solution of that exercise, so do it from there. Okay, because it is theoretical and it will not come into your examinations. No one will ask, so do it by yourself. It is a type of activity. Now exercise 3.2 I am starting with. Exercise 3.2 is important. Okay, that is on page number 60 of your textbook, exercise 3.2. Now in exercise 3.2, question number 1. What is question number 1? Write the answers of each of the following questions. You have to write the answers of each of the following question. Your first question is, what is the name of horizontal and the vertical lines drawn to determine the position of any point in the Cartesian plane? Now see, this is your Cartesian plane and the horizontal line is known as x-axis and the vertical line is known as y-axis. So your answer to question number 1 is x-axis and y-axis. They are asking you about the lines. What does this horizontal line known as and what is this vertical line known as? So horizontal is x-axis and vertical is y-axis. Then question number 2, what is the name of each part of the plane formed by these two lines? Now what is the name of each part of the plane? See, this is your plane and the name of each part is quadrant. This is your first quadrant, second quadrant, third and fourth. So the name of each part of this plane formed by two lines is quadrant. Third question, write the name of the point where these two lines intersect. Where these two lines are intersecting, that is your origin always. So this is the name of your point where these two lines are intersecting, that is origin. Now question number 2. Question number 2 is, see figure number 3.14 and write the following. You are having a figure that is 3.14. This way you are having your figure and you have to write the following. Okay, and you have to write the answers. Now see, by seeing this figure is in your textbook on page number 61. Okay, so you can refer this figure from there also. I had drawn it for you. Now our first question is the coordinates of point B. So search for point B. Point B is here. So coordinate of point B will be, first we are writing the coordinate of x, then we are writing the coordinate of y. So first will be -5 and on x it is -5. So first it is -5 and on y it is 2. Okay, this is your coordinate B. So our coordinates for point B will be -5, 2. This is your answer, question number 1. Okay, -5, 2. Now question number 2. Question number 2 is the coordinate of point C. So search for point C in your graph. Point C is here. Now see the points. This is positive x-axis, 5 is there. So first point is 5, comma, this is negative y-axis. So it is -5. Your point is 5, -5. This is your question number 2. Okay, 1 and 2 we are done with. Now the point identified by the coordinates -3, -5. This is your question number 3. -3. Search for -3 on x-axis. So it is here -3, -5. Search for -5 on y-axis. So this is -5. What is the point? That is point E. So your answer is point E. We are done with question number 3. Then fourth, the point identified by the coordinates 2, -4. Now 2, -4, that means first is 2. So 2 is positive, that is on x-axis, and -4. Search for -4 on negative y-axis, that is here. So your point is capital G over here. So your answer for fourth number is capital G. Now the abscissa of point D. Now see, abscissa means x coordinate. So search for point D. Your point D is here. Okay. Now find the x coordinate of point D, that is 6. Okay, it is 6. So the abscissa for point D is 6. Now your next question is the ordinate of point H. Ordinate means y coordinate. Okay, so search for point H. Here it is point H, and search for y coordinate, and the value of y coordinate is -3. So your ordinate for y is -3. So we are done with 6th also. Now 7th. 7th is the coordinates of point L. We have to find the coordinates of point L. Search for point L. Point L is here. See, point L is only on y-axis. It is not on x-axis. So the coordinates of point L will be 0, 5. Okay. This will be your coordinates because it is 0. X-axis per we are not having any point on x-axis. So that is 0, and this is your 5. We are having one point on y-axis, that is 5. So that your coordinates will be 0, 5. Then search for next question, that is the coordinates of point M. Okay, M is here. Now you have to write the coordinates of point M. Again it is the same situation as coordinates of point L. Okay, so here we are not having any point on y-axis. So the coordinates of x will only come, that is -3, 0. Okay, this is your coordinates for point M, that is -3, 0. Now we are done with exercise number 3.2. Now starting with exercise number 3.3, plotting a point in the plane. Okay, now you have to plot the points on your graph paper. See exercise number 3.3, question number 1. In which quadrant or on which axis do each points -2, 4, 3, -1, -1, 0, 1, 2 and -3, -5 lie? Verify your answer by locating them on a Cartesian plane. Now we have to verify these answers by locating them on a Cartesian plane. Okay, by locating them on graph paper. So first we will see where these points lie. So first is -2, -4. Okay, first point is -2, -4. So here abscissa means x-axis. Okay, so x coordinate. Abscissa is negative, that means your x value is negative, and y is 4, that is ordinate is positive. Therefore it belongs to second quadrant. Now I had drawn that quadrants for you. Okay, so here we are having x, y, here we are having negative x-axis, and here we are having negative y-axis. Okay, this way we are having our coordinates. Now see, you are having first -2, so -2 will be somewhere over here, and then you are having 4, so 4 will be somewhere over here. That means this -2, 4 lies in this quadrant, second quadrant it will be. Okay, then we are having next point as 3, -1. So here x is positive and y is negative. Now search for x is positive and y is negative. Where x is positive? Here x is positive, here y is also positive. Here x is negative and here y is negative. So x is positive, y is negative. That means this point and this point. So it will lie in this quadrant. That is, it belongs to the fourth quadrant. Then your second point is -1, 0. Okay, so here your x is negative and your y is positive but 0. Okay, so you have to go only for this x is equals to -1. So where it will lie on your graph, if you are drawing this point, suppose this way. So we have, this is positive x, this is positive y, this is negative x, and this is negative y. Okay, so here might be you will having this -1 and this y is 0, so you don't have to plot for y, only you have to plot for this -1. So it will lie on negative x-axis. Okay, here somewhere your point will be on negative x-axis. Now question number 4, that is 1, 2. 1, 2, both are positive. Okay, so it will lie in which quadrant? First quadrant. Positive x-axis and positive y-axis, here and here. So point will be somewhere over here, that is 1, 2. Both x and y are positive, it belongs to the first quadrant. Now last, -3, -5. Both are negative, so it will lie in, see, both are negative. So negative x-axis and negative y-axis, it will lie in somewhere here, that is third quadrant. So it belongs to the third quadrant. Now we have to plot the points. First we have -2, -4. So make a graph. This you have to do in your graph book, but as I am not having graph book, so I had done it for you here only. Now after seeing this, you have to do draw these things in your graph. Okay, then after, when you are done with the graph, just stick that graph in your this fair book. See, now first you have to draw the graph. Okay, now search for the points. See, I had drawn up to first 7. Okay, 1 to 7 on positive x-axis, 1 to 5 on positive y, 1 to -5 on negative y, and 1 to -5 on negative x. We are having only this much of points. Now first point is -2, -4. So -2 is on negative x-axis and 4 is on positive y-axis. So your point will be over here. Okay, you have to plot your points like this with dotted lines. You have to plot on your graph paper. You have to use only pencil. So plot your points with pencil. Wherever you are getting a point, make a dot and do it like this and write it there, -2, 4. Okay, this is the name of this point, -2, 4. Then you are having 3, -1. So 3 is on positive x-axis and -1 is on negative y-axis. So here your point will be, just make a point and do the circle over it. This is your point, that is 3, -1. Then we are having -1, 0. So -1 will be on negative x-axis and 0, 0 you don't have to write. Okay, don't plot this 0. So this is only -1, 0, which will lie on negative x-axis. Do a circle over here. Then you are having 1, 2. So 1 comma 2 is totally positive. So 1 is on positive x-axis and 2 is on positive y-axis. This is your 1 comma 2. Plot it over here. Then minus 3 comma minus 5. So minus 3 is on, see we are having minus 3 comma minus 5. So minus 3 will be on x-axis and minus 5 will be on y-axis. So minus 3 is somewhere here and minus 5, it will be here. Okay, so it will lie in third quadrant, minus 3 comma minus 5. These are your points. Make a circle over here. This way you have to plot your points. Now I hope you understand this. Now next is question number 2 of your exercise 3.3. Question number 2, what does it says? See, plot the points x comma y given in the following table. This is your question. Plot the points x comma y given in the following table on the plane, choosing suitable units of distance on the axis. Now see, these are your points for x and these are your points for y, and this thing is your homework. Okay, this is minus 2. So plot minus 2 on x, then 8 on y axis. Then plot minus 1 on x axis, 7 on y axis. Then plot 0 on x axis. See, this is 0. You don't have to plot this point. Just plot this minus 1.25 on y axis. Then you are having 1. So plot 1 on x axis, 3 on y axis, 3 on x axis, minus 1 on y axis. This is simple. So I am giving it into your homework. I hope you can do this easily in your homework. So this is the end of your chapter. We will start next chapter from next lecture.